everybody, and welcome to News and Views for April the 25th, 2024. As we head into spring and summer, we come to the conclusion of the Neepawa Ballers season, or at least their regular season. NETV will be broadcasting the finals for the Neepawa Ballers, which is our basketball league here in town, on May the 4th between 12 and 4. So if you are a basketball fan, or even if you're just curious about it, that is going to be a great time to view live the basketball finals. And then the next day, they are starting up the Summer League, which is done in coordination with Filipino Heritage Month. So if you are a basketball fan, you will not be missing anything. They'll going right into the next season. As well, we've gotten a lot of new news content this week. There was a town hall for Gladstone Co-op about the new center they're building. As well, there was a meeting just last night for the new Habitat for Humanity division here in Neepawa, which is just starting up. So lots of information coming. Those will be airing on the station within the next couple of weeks. On the show today, there are several other things. We start out with a Neepawa Eats Healthy project. This was done, they've been putting out some recipes, having a show, showing some competition. And this time they have worked with one of the grade 7 classes in town to show how anyone can make these recipes and to show the students a bit about nutrition. So we have clips of that on the show here today. As well, Kinsman Courts was running a special fundraiser for Amos Taylor, who's looking to get a new e-bike so he can get about town more easily. And they held a pizza fundraiser, which was successful way beyond their expectations, raising over $2,000, which was fantastic. We have a bit of that on the show today as well. We do have a few clips from that co-op town hall. Obviously, it is much longer than we can show on the show, but just a few of the key points for the plans they're making for the center out on the highway at Gladstone. And finally, we were out at the Maple Syrup Festival. Lots of things going on there, a big craft sale out in the bush, tapping the trees, as well as musical entertainment. So we have some clips of that for you here on the show. And again, that will also air in its entirety elsewhere in our schedule. So if you have something that is coming up, and we know there are many things coming up in the next few months, please do get in touch with us so we can be there with you, or you can send in some information to us. You can reach us, NACTV, at wcgwave.ca, or by phone 204-476-2639. Thanks, and enjoy the show.
Hi everybody, my name's Cheryl Lee Hyra, and I work with Prairie Mountain Health Promotion. And I'm also part of the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee, which is a community committee here in Neepawa. And it involves many different partners that have a vested interest in healthy eating and promoting healthy eating in the community of Neepawa. So today at Arts Forward, they graciously donated their space today to host a grade 7 classroom from the school here, to have a celebration of food, and they also had the opportunity to cook together, which is a really important skill, and that's something that the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee is encouraging families to do, is to cook together at home. It definitely has a benefit to our health and wellness when we cook whole foods, that we're not always using prepared or fast food in our day-to-day lives. So we're encouraging cooking skills, getting involved in the kitchen, having some fun in the kitchen, knowing that food preparation doesn't have to take a lot of time. And we can be creative in our approach, and we certainly saw that with the kids here today. They got involved, they put as much or as little as they wanted with the ingredients from the recipe. I should also mention that the recipe that we were cooking today with the kids was called the Best Breakfast Burritos. And these burritos, it's part of our Meal in 30 project. And if you haven't heard about it, I encourage you to check it out. We have recipes available at our partner grocery stores, Safeway and Co-op. And it's a featured recipe of the month. If you go home and prepare this recipe, And on the back, if you snap the QR code, you go to a survey, you use your handheld device or your iPad, take a picture of the QR code, and tell us what you think about the recipe. And then you'll be entered to win a grocery gift card at the end of the month. And it's a way to encourage other families to get involved with the Meal in 30 project, which is a project of the Neepawa Eats Healthy Committee. So we were super excited to have the kids here today, cooking with us, encouraging all the positive healthy eating messages. So we're gonna let these cook. What does it say to do with the peppers?
Slice the peppers out and put fire for 15 minutes.
So we gotta get this going pretty good. And does it say to add any spices to the peppers?
Add paprika, pepper.
Okay, so there we go. How are we gonna? Yeah, like maybe just kind of sprinkle it everywhere you can, yeah. And we'll mix it all together. So that'll give it a nice flavor. Spicy. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Hopefully this will get going. Yeah, dig it. So what are the next steps? We'll try and keep this. Yeah, for all the spices in there, but we didn't have enough. And then you're waiting to mix together. Yeah, we're gonna have a wait here. Well, you can add the once all the spices.
So only put stuff on half of it. Yeah. And then we'll keep repeating it once the thing blows. Is that good? Yeah. So you can choose whatever you want to put on. You're all
Yeah, any ketchup.
I thought I heard a bell.
Sausage.
Okay. Wow.
Happy thank you. Okay, are we ready?
I have amazing grits.
Bring your plate to me if you are ready for
Guys, avocado?
So what and then you can once all the eggs are done.
Thank you.
All right.
High five social.
Are we ready for this?
And then once it's all dry, then
Sure can. Help yourself.
get it all to one side.
So we're gonna do guys. What else do we do? It's gonna go on the side.
We're gonna have separate eggs, so if you guys that already ate eggs, and if you want some more, I can use them.
Okay, guys. So this is how you're gonna wrap it. Wow. It's gonna be really squishy.
There you go, Jess.
Wrap it like this, squish it if you're watching. Push it down, and you sort of fold it in, right? See, there's so much stuff in your stuff. Squishy. So it's gonna be hard. Okay, you guys go ahead and try. You're just gonna put it back.
So can you explain what the check is for?
Well, we're just making a fundraising to look to try and get what's called an e-tricycle, and that's pretty much it. You know, I had a tricycle for like maybe like 20 years, starting to fall apart, and then, you know, I've been wishing for getting a new trike. Getting electric trike, fat tire for like maybe at least for a couple of years now. And I guess.
Since they came out.
What's that?
Since they came out.
Yeah, since they came out, that type of thing, I guess. So
it looks like you crushed that goal.
well, I think we did. I think we're making good progress here. So
Pretty good. Yeah, the goal is like 7,000. I think we're at like 6 probably-ish. It's pretty close. Yeah. Almost there. And that is a big chunk of it.
yep.
Yeah. Considering that's also not quite correct.
No, it's higher. We've had cash donations like crazy tonight.
And that's always a good thing. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The plan that is set to go to FCL for the final feasibility study and presentation will be 23,385 square feet. And so when you look at that original picture of that Kalonzi store that we have studied for a lot of years, that facility is 12,000 square feet. So if you've ever stopped in, it's a beautiful facility, and it's half the size of what we're looking at here. The services, the pumps, the motel, the parking, the works, the fast food, which is slated on top of that as 2,178 square feet. If all goes well, it will be everything that we have brought forward to you initially and more. So without further ado, let's look at what we have come up with. This is a partial conceptual drawing of the C-store portion. As you can see, the QSR is proposed to be on the west side of the building. So I'm hoping Cater and I are in line with this.
I got it, yeah, I'm
Okay.
following it.
I can't see the screen. So when you come in the door, there's a vestibule where you would collect carts, and you would either turn to go into the fast food QSR, or you go straight ahead and into the original the C-store portion. So there's same products, similar products to what our C-store has now, and also with expanded products. The C-store fuel has 2 dedicated tills, and this is also where the beer sales would also go towards that till as well. So unfortunately, we'd been hoping to have one system. Right now, we have a system for our hardware store, another till type system for the food store, and a third one for the gas bar, and there has been work on one system that would look after everything, but it won't be completed in time for this project. So it's making it a little stressful because gas bar, beer, and C-store customers will have to go to the 2 tills, and food hardware customers will have to go to the 3 belt tills. It'll work, but it's just not as clean as we had hoped. There will be hot and cold end caps. These are refrigerated units and heated units to be able to sell hot chicken or cold salads. So some of the deli area, we'll have a deli area to make sandwiches and pizzas, and Yes, I brought Chester Fried Chicken to town here 20-some years ago, and yes, I took it away from everybody when we lost our shirt on it. And yes, now that we have perfected it in Neepawa, we're going to bring it back again. So along with it, we wanted to be able to do the rotisserie chicken. We've negotiated with the fast food companies, and it seems that we would be okay to carry these products in the store, and that they would be able to allow it as well. So just past the convenience area, we begin to get into the shopping area, which has 3 checkouts. So slide 13, this should be the rest of the store. And you'll see from the previous drawing that was cut off. So some of the things that we have in here is we've got backload coolers, and just explaining that. Right now in the Gladstone store, you have to take say something like milk, take it off the shelves, put the new product in behind, put the older product back up on front to go first. Whereas with the backload coolers, you just load it in from behind, and it's very easy on the staff, and it's very easy on running a lot more product through the store. Freezer doors, I forgot to ask Derek what we had, but there's 32 freezer doors, so I'm not sure if we'd have maybe a dozen in the current store. And then it's also merchandised a lot more intensively as well. So you can see FCL, our co-op, and our staff have put a lot of work into this design. And again, the Neepawa food store is just over 21,000 square feet, and this is 23,000 square feet. Now, slide 14. Now we've showed you the store, so we'll take a look at some of the layout. You can see the green area, there's the main entry. The fuel pumps out front. The fuel pumps, there'll be 6 pumps to be able to load 12 vehicles. The blue at the top there's card lock. We'll be able to load 2 semis and 4 passenger vehicles at the same time there. We've got the hardware yard down on the south side of the store. The yellow is the loading area and staff parking, and if you've seen the Neepawa food store, it'll be a ramp down so that the semi backs even with the loading ramp at the back of the store. The purple is the motel. The motel has changed again since Monday. It's actually going to turn sideways and move a bit more south. And one of the reasons we've done that is we've added a lot more vehicle parking just above it, and we moved the dog run down so that now in this design that we don't have here, but in the final one we'll have 120 car parking plus staff parking plus, I'm not sure what it was, 20 or 25 semi parking. Dog run area, RV dump station, and the QSR, which stands for Quick Serve Restaurant. So then on slide 15, let's just look at how it lines up on the land. And so the 10 acres of space to work with and use the best of our ability to serve not only the community, but everyone who passes along Highway 16 and 34. So, like I said, 23,000 square feet is a big building with the groceries, home center fuel, and along with the hardware yard is just, well, first of all, there's hardware warehouse just on the south side of the store. The warehouse, that'll be for like our feed products, oil, everything that we have in sheds. And then on the south side of it will be a covered, there'll be a cantilever racking where the lumber will be, will sit, and with the chain link yard. We have run into problems that on the south side of that property, like first of all, where the motel and the house was, there's probably about 4 feet elevation difference between it and the parking area behind the current C-store. And but whether you know or don't know, over the years, not criticizing, but over the years has put a lot of rubble back in there to try and build up a base for the semis parking, and you can't actually do anything on top of rubble. Over the years, we've been out there cutting off rebar and everything else that shows up, and so actually it has to be dug out of there. So there's just a monster amount of site prep that would have to be done if we get too far down in the south there. That would add on a huge amount of site prep costs that I don't think we can handle. So where it's kind of positioned on the map there is where we're hoping to be able to put it exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing about the smoke always moves.
Yeah. That's why you're gonna keep your back. You're like a black.
What were you doing?
You want to sit on the lawn? Sit. Sit down. You're gonna get a wet ass. Maybe right there.
Boys, you remember when we came here with Uncle
Can you come
Gord?
over here?
you breaking them, then Papa's got to buy it. What?